Have you ever wondered why the more you love, the more it hurts? Why the more you give, the more your heart breaks? And why the more you trust, the easier it is to be betrayed? They say love is the most beautiful thing in the world. But sometimes it's also the one that hurts the most. When we fall in love, we stop being ourselves. We forget reason and live only by feelings, placing all our trust in one person. We care about their every meal, every sleep. We change who we are just to make them smile. We sacrifice time, dreams, sometimes even our pride, just to keep a love that's slipping away. But the moment we love too much, we slowly start losing ourselves. Not everyone knows how to cherish a sincere heart. Some will treasure your love like gold, but some will take it for granted, as if it was something that would never fade. They get used to your presence, to your care, to your gentle eyes, until one day they start to believe you'll never leave. And only when you finally turn silent, when you start to pull away, they realize that the one who loved the most was also the one who hurt the deepest. Love isn't about giving all, it's about keeping some for yourself. Loving deeply isn't wrong, but loving so much that you forget yourself, that's where the pain begins. You can love with all your heart, but don't trade away your peace, your joy, or your self-worth, just to hold on to someone. True love doesn't drain you, it calms you. Sometimes learning to love a little less, but love in the right way, can bring far more happiness. So if today you're hurting because you love too much, don't blame yourself. Loving is human, but learning to love without losing yourself, that's how you grow. Someday, someone will come along who won't ask you to change, who won't need you to prove anything. They'll simply love you for being you. And then you'll realize true love never really hurts. Sometimes, loving a little less brings your heart a lot more peace. Why does loving too much hurt so much? Love, by its very nature, is about giving. When we love someone, we open our hearts, we offer our trust, and we place a piece of our happiness in someone else's hands. That's why, the more we love, the more we can be hurt. Not because love is wrong, but because we've given too much of ourselves to something that might not belong to us. Love isn't multiplication, it's division. The more we give, the less we keep for ourselves. And when that love is not returned the same way, the emptiness it leaves behind becomes unbearable. People who love deeply often get hurt deeply because they feel everything so intensely. A small joy becomes pure happiness, but a small pain can turn into a storm. Yet loving deeply is never a mistake. The problem lies in forgetting to save a piece of love for ourselves. We often believe that giving our all is the truest way to love, but sometimes it's the sharpest blade. When love is misplaced, it turns into dependency, and that's where pain begins. Maturity in love isn't about loving less. It's about loving while still keeping yourself whole. It's knowing that love isn't meant to consume you, but to help both people grow. It's understanding when to give and when to stop. It's realizing that if you keep holding on to a hand that wants to let go, all you'll be left with is the wound. As we grow older, we learn that not everyone deserves the softness of our hearts. Some will treasure your love, but some will only teach you lessons about limits. And no matter how painful it is, those heartbreaks have meaning, because they teach you to value yourself, to understand that loving others must begin with loving yourself first. True love doesn't drain you, it gives you peace. The right person will never make you question your worth, nor ask you to love less just to be loved more. So if you've been hurt for loving too deeply, don't be ashamed of your heart. That pain was your teacher. Because sometimes to love the right way, we must first experience loving the wrong way. And when you finally learn, when your heart is calm and whole again, love will return. Not as a storm, but as a quiet sunrise, where two people find each other without needing to try so hard anymore.